Intercostal nerves are one of the most tested anatomy topics, but most students find them confusing. In the next 10 minutes, I will make this topic crystal clear so you will never forget it again. Let's start with the basics. The thoracic spinal cord gives rise to 12 pair of thoracic spinal nerves, levels T1 to T12. Each nerve exists through the intervertebral foramina and split into two branches, anterior ramus and posterior ramus. The anterior ramus of T1 to T11 thoracic spinal nerve form the intercostal nerve, and that of T12 form subcostal nerve. These nerves run around the spaces between your ribs called intercostal space. Let's follow typical intercostal nerve like T3 to T6. It stands between the parietal pleura and internal intercostal membrane, then passes between internal intercostal and innermost intercostal muscle. They travel in the costal group, enter the rib, and here's a key relationship: intercostal vein, intercostal artery, and intercostal vein, intercostal artery, and intercostal nerve run in the costal group from top to bottom. Branches. These intercostal nerves give out several important branches like collateral branches run around the rib below, lateral cutaneous branches supplying the skin at the mid-axillary line, anterior cutaneous branches near the sternum, muscular branches supplying the intercostal and nearby muscle, sensory branches supplying the pleura. Not all intercostal nerves behave the same. T1 and T2 intercostal nerve run differently around the ribs and also supplying the upper lip. T7 and T11 continue into the abdomen. That's why they have to supply abdominal muscle and skin. Each spinal nerve supplying a band of skin called the dermatome. Dermatome overlaps. So if one nerve is damaged, you might not lose sensation completely, and the muscle controlled by each segment form myotome. Sympathetic connection. Each intercostal nerve connects to the sympathetic system via white rami communicantes, incoming fiber, gray rami communicantes, outgoing fiber. These sympathetic fibers control sweat gland, blood vessels, and smooth muscle. Here is for quick memory trick. Intercostal vein, intercostal artery, and intercostal nerve runs enter the rib in the costal group from top to bottom. T1 to T11 intercostal nerve, T12 subcostal nerve. Among intercostal nerve, T3 to T6 intercostal nerve are typical intercostal nerve. T1 and T2 atypical because they have different causes, and T7 to T11 atypical because they also supply the abdomen. So these T7 to T11 nerves are called thoraco-abdominal nerve. These facts have you answer many exam questions. If this makes intercostal nerve easier for you, you are going to love the rest of this series. Hit subscribe right now for more simplified anatomy, and please comment intercostal so I know you watched till the end. Here are my references, and thank you very much.